everybody. So we're going to be doing a quick reading. Well, I don't really know if it's going to be quick, but nonetheless, we're doing a reading today. I haven't done a reading in the last 2 days because Thursday I went out to the lake, and then yesterday I basically spent the entire day with my mom. We went baby shopping and she did her hair and stuff, so it was nice to get out of the house. I hardly don't go anywhere, especially right now, just because I don't have a vehicle at the moment. So it was nice getting out of the house. Oops. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and we are going to get a theme from this deck. This is the Starseed Oracle. So let's go ahead and let's get a theme. What is the theme for this reading? Now, I really love these cards because just the information that they give it's very beautiful. It's very deep. I don't really resonate with the term starseed anymore. It was something that I was really big into like a few years ago, but I don't know. Like, I'm just not interested in all of that stuff, you know. I'm more interested in the healing aspect of things. So yeah. A lot of people focus heavily on starseeds, and you know, I'm a starseed, I'm a witch, I'm this and I'm that, and that's perfectly fine. I was there too, but it's just something that I'm not really interested in right now, or you know, at this moment in my own journey. But the card that we got is big picture thinking. So we have Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. This card is so fucking beautiful too. And it almost gives me this idea of, or this energy of as above, so below. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to read this out of the book. And we're just going to see. Okay, so it says the Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and a dream world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action. To dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think, for it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's a reality. So the inquiry is, how are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? So one of the energies that I was picking up while reading this was very heavy Pisces energy. Pisces are very big, like they have like this huge imagination, right? Now the issue is that they imagine too much rather than putting in the work. And I feel like for some of you guys may be that way, to where you have this huge imagination and all of these ideas, but you don't take the action to actually, you know, implement them. Like, you don't do anything to actually bring them into the physical world. So for some of you guys, I do feel like, you know, you may need to start doing more things that, you know, it's kind of like the term actions speak louder than words, right? We can sit here and say we want to do this and dream about this and, you know, all of this other stuff, but if we're not doing anything actively to manifest, you know, to manifest it, we're just kind of, in a sense, wasting our time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let's get some tarot. Two of Swords. Okay, so you guys may be indecisive about something, okay? Maybe there is something that you guys want to do. And again, you're just very indecisive about it. Maybe you kind of keep going back and forth with yourself, like, is this even possible? How am I going to make this happen? You know, it's just this energy of just going back and forth, very heavy overthinking. I'm hearing the term slay the dragon, and the reason probably why I'm hearing that is because in the background right here, there's like this creature, like, just kind of there. So the energy that I'm picking up, though, by looking at that, because the creature is in the water, is that there may be some sort of subconscious belief that is holding us back, okay? That's holding us back from taking any sort of action. And it's leaving us, again, in this indecisive energy. Which way do I go? Which path do I take, you know? But I do feel like it's something that you're very passionate about, whatever this is. But again, it's that belief of, how am I going to do this? Is this even possible for me? I don't know why my finger hurts, but it does. Okay, so we have the King of Coins. Big old tortoise. I feel like you guys have the tools to do this, to create this, but again, there's this belief, this subconscious belief that is holding you back. And again, I keep seeing that as above, so below. Like I keep hearing that, and I'm also seeing it with these two cards being next to one another as well. Next, we have the Ten of Wands, and I actually want to read this card from the book because I really love the explanation of this card. So let me look for it. Oops. Okay, it says the Ten of Wands represents taking on too much and refusing to accept help. When Sagwa's daughter went missing, he searched alone in vain. A timbo tree grew from his ear when he died. Bearing fruits, he labored, but was unable to enjoy. So it being upright, it represents overwhelm, stress, obligation, refusing aid, and duty. Okay, so the energy that I'm picking up too is that something may seem more of like it's a chore, okay? And when we look at things like that, it can get overwhelming. It becomes overbearing because we feel like we have to do this, you know? Instead of saying, I get to do this, there's this energy of this mindset of, I have to do this. And that becomes overwhelming. I understand that wholeheartedly because I've been there as well, you know. For example, I'm just going to share with you guys because we're open on this channel, you know. But in my last relationship that I was in, I felt like having sex with my partner, it felt like such a chore. It felt like a responsibility. It was something that I didn't want to do because I just wasn't enjoying it, you know, anymore. Like it felt so heavy. And, you know, we should be able to enjoy being intimate, you know, with our partners and stuff. But to me, it became this chore. It was exhausting. Like I just didn't want to do it anymore. So I know that's a odd explanation, but that's just what kept popping up into my mind. And I'm just very open and very honest with you guys, you know, so whatever. But that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here is like, it just feels overwhelming. Like it doesn't even feel like, it doesn't feel fun. I don't know, like that's just the energy I'm picking up. Like it just feels like a huge chore. But remember, I do feel like I feel like what's making you guys feel this way is the indecisiveness, okay? But also the belief of, am I doing this right? You know, or am I even going to be successful? Is this possible? We have the High Priestess. I love it. I feel like for some of you guys, this may be something, like maybe something spiritual. Okay, so maybe that's like doing tarot readings, or maybe, you know, you want to do Reiki, or I'm also hearing maybe starting like a YouTube channel and like producing certain frequencies, like maybe healing music of some sorts, maybe like the singing bowls, the Tibetan bowls. For others of you, I'm also picking up like on psychology, life coaching. For some of you guys, working with children. But again, there's this fear, this underlying fear. I'm also hearing a fear of not being good enough. Maybe you feel like you're not qualified to do this kind of stuff. But as a High Priestess, right, we know what we're supposed to be doing. The High Priestess can see not only the physical, but also the non-physical, the things that we aren't able to see with our physical eyes. There's only a certain amount of light that we can see with our physical eyes. So that should tell you something, that there is a lot more going on around us that we're not able to witness with our physical eyes. But when you allow yourself to tune into and engage with your other senses, you're able to sense other things. You can feel things energetically. You can see things energetically. Sometimes you can smell them. Sometimes you can taste certain things. But it's all about engaging with your senses, you know, not just what you're able to witness with your physical eyes. Okay, let's see. The Queen of Cups. Lots of feminine energy here too. For some of you guys, okay, this might just resonate for some of you guys, but I'm just picking up this feeling of like maybe some of you guys are trying to like conceive, maybe have a child, maybe some of you guys are pregnant. Some of you are stay-at-home moms. Maybe you feel this, like, maybe you feel burdened by the fact that you're not able to do what you want to do because of, you know, having children to take care of. And, you know, I'm pregnant, my first child. I don't know what it's like, you know, to have kids. I don't know the responsibility of having a physical human being that actually depends on me, at least not yet, you know. And I'm sure it can be incredibly challenging, but you are still a human being, right? You are a mother, but you still come first, you, because you cannot take care of your child if you are not putting yourself first. You are going to burn yourself out. You have to remember to give yourself that love, to nurture yourself, to care for yourself, even if it's for 5 minutes of the day. Maybe that'll require you to get up a little earlier and spend some time with yourself. Maybe it means you go to bed a little later and spend some time with yourself. Care for yourself, nurture yourself, you know. I know, probably easier said than done, but it's just it's so necessary to keep taking care of yourself, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what is happening around you. So let's see, let's get one more, at least for now, let's get one more card from here. So the cards that came out were the, I said the 2 cards that came out were the Queen of Pentacles and also the Tower, but I didn't want to take them. But the card that we did get is the 10 of Swords. And before that, at the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Swords. So I actually, oh, excuse me. So I actually want to read the 9 of Swords out of the book because I feel like it kind of, in a sense, it kind of goes with what I was saying in regards to the parenting aspect. The 9 of Swords represents decision making controlled by anxiety. So again, it goes hand in hand with that 2 of Swords, right? Being indecisive, of making a choice, of making some sort of decision. The oracle at Delphi warns the king that his son will one day kill him. Had he not let his fears control him and raised his son in love instead of hate, the king's eventual death could have been avoided. So it being upright means anxiety, terror, nightmares, obsession, insomnia. The 10 of Swords represents backstabbing and betrayal. Sedna's father pushes her from his kayak and chops her fingers when she tries to cling to his boat. She sinks to the bottom of the ocean and becomes consumed with wrath, eternally seeking revenge. So that's just kind of the energy that I'm picking up, is that if we decide to not do something for ourselves, right? Or we decide not to choose ourselves, and we keep pouring into things, into other things. Like I said again, you know, if you're a mother, a father, yes, absolutely, you have to care for your kids. But if you come to there comes a point where, again, you have to pour into yourself. You have to do something for yourself, because you will get burnt out, you will get exhausted, and you will create resentment, whether that's towards yourself, whether that's towards your children, because it's going to feel like a chore. Okay, you're no longer going to enjoy something. You're going to look at it as a chore, like, I have to fucking do this, instead of I get to do this. This reading kind of went like two different ways. For some of you guys, it's a decision of, you know, with your career. For others of you, it's some sort of decision of something to do with, you know, being a parent. Okay, but the overall energy to this is that it's becoming overwhelming, it's becoming burdening, you know, it's becoming a chore.